Happy Saturday. I was just getting ready to head out for a quick little walk, maybe a little bit of a jog. I don't know. We'll see what my legs do. But I was just thinking about how I'm always covered up. I've got pants on. This is one of my new UPF 50 quarter zip pullovers that I got from Amazon. Super light and thin, really breathable. Love it. It's like a 3-pack that I got for like 30 bucks or something. And of course my hat, sunglasses, lip sunscreen, and then any ounce of skin that's showing is got sunscreen on. And I was just telling David how I have already been seeing so many people who are so tan, even like super sunburned already, and it just breaks my heart and it makes me so mad. And including kids, and that's also like something that just really kills me is when kids are sunburned. I know it happens, and you know, a lot of times it's innocent mistakes, right? So I'm not judging people. As a previous, former sun worshiper, I am not judging, because I used to love being tan, from teen years through till I was 30, and then 30 was when I was diagnosed with melanoma, and that ended real quick. But I struggled for many years after that with losing my identity of being tan and feeling insecure, unattractive. This was 2008, so the era of the spray tan was like starting to peak at that point. So I did that for a few years. I rubbed all kinds of probably toxic self-tanners all over me, and just because I didn't feel confident in my skin. And now I don't do any of that, and I do get outside. I am in the sunshine. I love it. I enjoy it, but it's a different motivation. Now I'm coming out to take a walk, get some fresh air, be healthy, but I am avoiding being tan. I don't want to be tan. It's not healthy. In fact, I was looking at my skin this morning and can't tell that, like, I have so many spots that are just massively aged skin. And I am almost 47, but, and I've been sharing my story. It's been almost 17 years since my diagnosis, and I've been sharing my story for probably about almost 15 of those years, give or take. And I'm always so grateful and humbled when people write me or send me messages and say that, like, either something I shared prompted them to get a skin check or prompted them to stop tanning or whatever it is. It always makes me feel so grateful and happy that my story could affect people in a good way, and hopefully encourage them to not do that kind of stuff. And I don't know, again, I'm not preaching, I'm not judging. I just have a really hard time now knowing what I know and knowing what information is now freely out there. Back in 2008 when I was diagnosed, skin cancer really wasn't talked about very much at all. It was still an old person's disease. It only happened to fair-skinned people. Like the knowledge base on skin cancer and melanoma was not what it is now. We've since learned that it can happen to anybody at any age with any skin color. Whether you tan or burn, it doesn't matter. Obviously, you're at a higher risk if you were someone that burns easily than someone who tans easily. But I still can't tell you how many people have said to me, like, oh, well, I tan really easily. I don't burn, so I'm not worried about it. Or, oh, my kid, he's so blessed. He has his grandpa's skin and he tans easily. He doesn't burn. So as if that means that they don't have to worry about skin cancer. And so I do my best to, like, take a breath and just, if I have the opportunity to talk to them about it or educate them that, any change in skin color is a sign that your skin has gotten too much UV exposure, and it's DNA cellular level damage that may not do anything right now, but it can come back to bite you. And so as great as I am about protecting my skin now, like, you will rarely see me out in the sun not covered up in some way. I still notice new moles and things popping up on my skin in places that have been covered up for years, because the damage we did 10 plus years ago is still showing up now. So I don't know. The moral of the story isn't just me rambling. I just felt the need to like make a quick video before I headed out on my walk, maybe a little run. I don't know. We'll see. And just to say, like, not just because it's May and it's Melanoma Awareness Month, Skin Cancer Awareness Month, but just to say, like, just protect yourselves, y'all. Like, there are so many resources now. It's not just hats and sunglasses, but I mean, there's fabrics, there's swimsuits, there's workout gear, there's, activewear that's UPF. Like, so rather than having your skin completely exposed with sunscreen, you can cover up a little bit. And this, yeah, am I hotter than people maybe in a sleeveless shirt? Maybe. But I just feel like I feel good that I'm covered up. This is SPF or UPF 50 fabric. And you know, I'm not going to be out for hours. I'm just going to be out for like 20-30 minutes. But I feel good knowing that I'm protecting my skin. And for anybody that's seen my posts over the years, you know that I've said, and it used to be that one person dies every hour from melanoma. Now it's 2. And I know that may not sound like a lot because there's other things that kill people faster, for lack of better words, but the fact that 2 people die every hour in this country from melanoma, that is the cancer I was diagnosed with. I have lost friends to this disease. I've watched friends lose their children to this disease, and I mean, they may have been in their 20s or 30s or whatever, but it's still their kids. And as a mom, I can't even imagine that. So we're coming up on summer. It's beautiful weather. I mean, look at this. It's like, this is Colorado for you. It's amazing. It's sunny here almost every day, but the sun is so strong. So just do yourself a favor, do your family a favor, and just be prepared. Make sure you have sunscreen on hand. Make sure that it's the kind that you like. It's the kind that you will wear. There are all different kinds. Not all sunscreen is toxic. There are mineral-based sunscreens. There are natural-based sunscreens that will protect you just as well, and they're not full of chemicals. And so, if you know, there's a lot of arguments out there that like sunscreen is bad for you, and that's not true. There are many different types of sunscreens with different ingredients, and you can pick and choose and do your own research and find something that works for you, for your kids. If you have sensitive skin, whatever it may be, there are options for you. And people always ask what sunscreen I wear, and it's a mix. I use a mix of Elta MD, which I buy at our dermatologist. doTERRA has sunscreen that I use a lot. They have a really great lip sunscreen that I'm wearing today. They have great facial sunscreens, body sunscreens. So that's typically, those are my go-tos. And then I also have some powder-based sunscreen that I keep. I have one brush in my car, one in my purse. And I'm trying to think of the brush on block for Bob. The Bob, you may see ads for like the Bob Kids like brush, but it's brush on block. And it's mineral-based powder in a brush. It looks like a makeup brush, but I have that in my car so that when I'm like just out running errands, I'll brush it like on my hands, my face, my neck, like, because we do get a lot of exposure in our car too. So anyways, if you take anything from this, I hope it's just that, you know, get outside, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the sunshine, but please be safe. I'm still never in the clear when it comes to melanoma, and the reason that I'm okay is because we got my mole checked early, and we caught it in its earliest stage. It was melanoma, but it couldn't even be staged because it was so early. So I guess it's like a stage 0. But I know all too well what melanoma can do if it's caught too late. And it can be fatal, it can be brutal. Just like any other cancer, early detection is so important. And prevention, like let's just try to prevent it altogether. But early detection is so key. So, you know, if you've never had a skin check, that's okay, but now is the time, book it. If you need a dermatologist recommendation in St. Louis, San Diego, Austin, or Parker, let me know. My family and I have have people, and I've had dermatologists in all those cities as well, and I would love to refer you to somebody. If you have any questions, let me know. I just feel like I have to say this stuff, and before I go out on my walk, I was just thinking about it, and I've just been noticing people already with serious tans, sunburns, tan lines. You know, people do a lot of sports and outdoor stuff here in Colorado. Kids are on the baseball field all weekend. I mean, it's awesome. I love it. I love the weather here, the lifestyle. It's amazing. But I just want to encourage people to please be careful, not just in Colorado, but everywhere. So thanks for listening, and I'm going to go take my walk. But I'll show you how beautiful it is here today, because it's just amazing. I love living here. We just have to be so careful because it's just, the sun here is just so strong, but looks like we might even get some rain today. But anyways, thanks y'all. Have a good day.